Right, it's 10:54 AM in the morning, this Sunday morning, the 4th of August 2024. I've just come away from that little lie shore burn where I've just let the dog go in for a plodge and grab his stick, and I'm just doubling back now, and I'm going to go up and around the back of it, right over that direction, heading back towards the Forks, where you come along Bloody Bush Road off the main road, where it's all been closed down the last 2 times I've been here. So I'm going back that way instead of going back via Calvert Kielder. So I just wanted to come this way and put this big house in the middle of nowhere on video for you. So you drop down, cross the bridge over the Aikenshire burn or wherever it is, which you can see just over the far side of the house there, just skirting around the side of it where that black car is. So I'll be going up and round to the right and follow the track right the way around, and then drops down to the right at the far side. And then you see the cottages, the Forks. Right, so I'll bring you back. Bye for now. Right, so I'm just going along this tree line that I pointed out when I was over there, letting the dog have a plodge in the Leshore burn, down there at the bottom of the dip. And I've just looked over to the right there now, and you can see loads and loads of tree trunks piled up on the side of the road. And you can see the tree grabbers and the heavy machinery over there as well. So I'm just going to continue along this track now, following this tree line, and eventually you get to the far side and it starts bending around to the right and then dropping down, and it'll take us to where you come over the stone bridge at the Forks cottages, and then you take a first left and it brings you up here, and you follow this track all the way around, and it takes you to the house that I've just taken pictures of over in that direction over there, and that, straight across is where I've just come from after passing that bird hide and let the dog have a plodge in the lie shore burn. Right, so I'll continue along the stone track. So bye for now. Right, so I've come right back along that stone track after letting the dog have a plodge in the Leshore burn. I drove past that house, up the hill, round to the right, and followed the road right the way along, and it brings you to here, back to the stone arch bridge there, and there's 2 cottages called the Forks. So I'm back to the junction here now, and straight ahead, once again, road ahead closed, so basically I won't be able to go back that way because it'll all be blocked off as usual. So what I'll have to do is go off to the left that way, as if I'm heading towards Willowbog Cottage, and then when I hit the diversion signs going up to the right, I'll have to take them to take us right back over to the main road which surrounds Kielder Water. But this is the normal way I come in from the main road. I come along to the Forks cottages there, come over the stone bridge, then hit this road that I've just come down, and you can go up that way and go right round to where that house is, and then just continue round, and that's where I let the dog go for a plodge. But now I'm just going to go where you would go over towards Willowbog Cottage, which is that direction. So you come past the Forks cottages, over that stone bridge, and then get on this bottom track, and then go over another 2 stone bridges, and then just keep going straight. Then eventually you'll come to Willowbog Cottage down on the left. Right, so that's what's happening at the moment anyway. Right, so bye for now. Right, so after crossing the stone bridge at the Forks cottages there, after coming along from Bloody Bush Road off the main road, you cross over 3 stone bridges, and then eventually you see the road going downhill on the left, which takes you to Willowbog Cottage. So I'm just putting all this on video for you what I'm doing. So I'll have to go along here, continue along the road, and then eventually I'll come to where the diversion signs point off to the right, just before the 3rd stone bridge like this one. So if you go straight on, it takes you to Willowbog Haunted Cottage, but I want to go back out onto the main road to get out of here. So basically I'll cut my journey short, and I'll just hit the diversion signs and go off to the right, like I did the last time I came along here, because the clouds are getting really full and grey and water, so I think we're going to get you-know-what coming down quite heavy. So it's pointless trying to plan to go for little walks because I'm going to get soaking wet. Right, so I'll bring you back. Bye for now. Right, so that's one of the cycle tracks going through the brush there, but it's all getting overgrown. But there's the arrow pointing into off to the right, so that's where you leave the main road again that way, on one of these cycle tracks that I've got going through here. So I just sort of stop and put that on video as well. But I've got to continue straight along this road, and eventually you'll see the third stone bridge that you cross over to go to Willowbog Cottage coming up. But that's where the diversion signs will be telling us to go up off to the right for me to go back onto the main road. Right, so bye for now. Right, so I've come along towards the third stone bridge that you cross over to go to Willowbog Cottage, and as predicted, the wet stuff is starting to come down a little bit heavier now. As you can see, it's splashing off my windscreen all the time, and I've reached the point where if I wanted to go back out of here, I'll turn right and follow the diversion signs up and round to the right, and it takes you back out towards Matthews Lynn car park on the main road. So if the weather was still nice, it's still early, so I would have drove straight on, and I probably would have done the Tollstone walk again to go and see the big 15-foot Tollstone where you used to pay for to come over from Scotland in England, and it's all got the prices etched into the stone. It's a big, huge, like what do you call them? Pillar. I'm forgetting the name of them now, but it's got the costs and all that for crossing the border. Right, so without further ado, I'll just drive up to this diversion sign, turn right and start heading out of here, because the weather's just not nice at all at the moment. It's still warm, it's dry, it's humid, but it keeps getting spots of the wet stuff. So bye for now. Right, so here's the third stone bridge that you cross over to go to Willowbog Haunted Cottage, or go straight ahead to go to the Tollstone. Now I'm just looking where it's stopping again, the wet stuff, but the clouds are still like grey overcast, so it's going to be a mixed bag. But it's too early to go home after driving all this way from South Shields, so I've changed my mind. I'm going to go straight on and go the way to go and see the Tollstone again. So I'm going to go along the little skinny tracks and park up at the far side, so I haven't got that far to walk to go to the stone. So if it does start a heavy rain stuff, I can get back the car in a hurry. But it's another way of letting the dog out, walk about. So I'll bring you back further down the line. Bye for now. Right, so I'm continuing up the road over the 3 stone bridges, and I'm continuing straight on to go towards Willowbog Cottage, which is just at the end of the tree line there, and then there's a road drops down hill on the left hand side. That's where you go down to go into the grounds of Willowbog Cottage. But I'm going to be going straight on about another 3/4 of a mile after that, and then take a little skinny track off and drive to the top of it to go and do the Tollstone walk, which is not very far, and if I drive right at the top of the road, it cuts a big part of the journey off anyway. So I'm just stopping here because last time I came here, they had the caravan parked off for the lads to have their lunch breaks in when they're not off for the lunch when they're cutting down trees. Right, so that's still there, so bye for now. Okay, I've come up past the caravan that's parked behind us on the left hand side, and I've got to the junction now where if you want to go down to Willowbog Cottage, the haunted cottage down in the grounds there, you go down that road there, and it's also the cycle track that takes it right over towards Newcastleton, where I was last week to do the Curse-up-burn circular walk, where I call the Psalm Stone, to see the Psalm Stone as well, which is a big huge boulder with a hole in the middle of it with the song called Jerusalem carved out words around the outside of the circle. Right, but I'm going straight on now because I'll go and do the Tollstone walk while I'm here, and hopefully I'll get it done before the weather turns nasty or gets any worse than what it is now, because like you see, it's all grey overcast, so it could change nastily very, very quickly. Right, so without further ado, I've got to drive another 3/4 of miles along here. Then the road naturally bends round the right. You go around a bit of an S-bend, just a short S-bend, and as you get to the top of the S-bend on the other side, there's a little skinny track like that one there, goes off and up to your left. So that's the track that you take, and I'm going to park at the top of it and then walk along the track to go towards the Tollstone again. Right, so bye for now. Right, so I've drove about another half a mile past the Willowbog Cottage turn off, and just continue straight along the road, and then it naturally bends round the right and goes around here, this S-bend, But just on the left hand side there's a skinny little track that's not used very much, and that's where I'm going straight on and drive up the top as far as I can get, and then I'll park the car and then take a walk along to the toll stone. But it doesn't know what to do, rain or shine or what. It's very fine droplets on my windscreen at the moment, and then they keep stopping, then I get some more, then it stops, then I get some more, so it's hard to determine whether to put a coat on or not. But I'll try it anyway. I'll go along, park up, and then by that time I'll put my head out the window and see if it's going to be heavy or not, and that'll make me decision. Right, so bye for now. Right, so I've just drove around the corner a little bit further around this S-bend, and as you can see you can drive straight ahead on a skinny little track, and it's got the cycle post there with the arrow pointing and warning blah 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 blah, and there's also a track continues around there, and that's another way you can take it right back towards Kielder village. If you followed that when the diversion signs were on, you could easily follow it and it'll take you right over to the far side towards Kielder Castle and the village, like I say, if you know where you're going, that is. But I'm just going to drive straight up this skinny little track that's hardly used and park up at the top as far as I can get, and then just walk along about a mile towards the toll stone, or half a mile, wherever it is. Right, so bye for now. Right, I've come up this skinny track coming away from Willowbog Cottage, and I got so far up and there's orange traffic cones on the side of the road on the right hand, well coming up was on the left hand side, where the road seems to be collapsing with heavy trucks going up and down there. So there's a warning sign. It's you can see it's beveling, it wants to drop down into a ditch on the left hand side, so I drove past it very, very gently, and then when I felt that was okay to go, I just put my foot down and sped on past it. Hi son. Right, so because it's early, I'm taking a chance now. I'm going to take a quick walk along to the toll stone where you used to pay money for to come over from Scotland across to here in England. The weather's not the best and the visibility's not the best, but never mind. I'm out now, so that's why I brought the dog out for to have a good bit of exercise and a run around before I drop him back off at my daughter's house. That's the beauty of going from taking him out. I can spend time with the dog, but I can take him back as well, so I haven't got him full time when he's been a bloody nuisance. So it's nice to spend time with him, but it's also nice to drop him back off again when he starts misbehaving. So after driving up that skinny track as far as I have, the walk to the toll stone is not that far. And if you look straight ahead on the top of the hill, you can see the communications tower mast. Sorry. So you go up and round past that to head over towards Newcastle and Scotland border. But this is the Scottish border anyway, where I'm going, where the big concrete toll stone is. Obelisk, that's what the name I was trying to think of earlier on, but it's not a full obelisk. It's got the top chopped off on it, but it's similar shape, but not a full obelisk, which is a sign of the Freemasons, obviously. Right, so there's a little stone bridge straight away. So you don't drive any further up than the way I've parked, and then you just walk up here, cross over the stone bridge. Hello son, good boy. Then you go on and cross over it like a wooden bridge, a little one, and you follow a little skinny track up and round the S-bend, and then the track gets really thin because it's just like for bikes, but it's all like full of waters and puddles, and the stones move under your feet when you're walking on them. When you look to the left, you can see all the trees that have been chopped down, completely changing the landscape. Right, so I'm getting fine drizzle. I can deal with that as long as it doesn't get heavy. Otherwise it's just a case of turning around and heading back to the car as soon as possible. Right, so over the stone bridge, and there's a stone carved out, the main stone in the middle of it, with information on it. Right. Hi son! Hi! Right, where's he gone? Hi! Good boy son, where you? Hey, come on, come here you. Don't go too far. Hey! Hey, come on. Come here. Come here. Good boy. Good boy. Really, I should have brought his leader with us just in case I've got a problem on his leader. If any dog walkers come along or any cyclists, sorry, wants to follow, then I can put him on his leader, stop and running after them. So I didn't have to walk half a mile ago and get him back. Is there a vehicle parked up here? Looks like a Forestry Commission truck parked up here. 4-wheel drive. He's brave coming up here. Obviously it'll not be his own private car, because I wouldn't use my car to come up here with a hell. But that's one point where you can do a turnaround where he's parked, but it's all caked in mud and water. But it's just before you go downhill and over the wooden bridge to go up onto the other side. So I bet the side of his car is like matted with mud. With him driving up here through all these puddles and that. Oh, more tea vicar. Doing some salt and vinegar on that. Right, there's a little stream runs down underneath this wooden bridge, and if you look over to the right, when it's been pissing down the rain, you've got some lovely little waterfalls coming down. You don't know unless it's raining, and I hadn't seen them before. But when I came along here and it had been raining for a couple of days, you can see the waterfalls, nice. Going underneath the wooden bridge here that you cross over, just here where this truck is. My feet are getting soaking wet now because all the grass is soaking wet. Yeah, son? Yeah. Hey. Come on, here. Come here. Come here. Hi, here. Here. No, I'm going where I want to go. Brand new car now, it's 23. So it's obviously, it's got to be a Forestry Commission guy coming up here to check on things. And I've seen some new posts dropped off where I've just been and all. So they must be putting fencing up or something, or because they've chopped all the trees down, they reckon the cycle tracks, so they might be renewing the cycle tracks by fencing them off and that. Or they've got to strengthen this bridge because it's wood. It's obviously after time they start dropping a bit. But this is where after the bridge the cycle track just starts getting thinner and thinner and thinner. But there's loads of puddles of water as well. Right, so this is where the stream comes down. You can just see bits of waterfalls through the trees that's crossing over the stream over there. And it's coming down under the bridge here and dropping down there. Right, continue up the skinny track here.